Hey everyone, welcome to the brand new episode of the Indian Filmmaker, and you must be wondering why this editing frame, right? Well, that is because I have edited all these episodes which you're seeing from episode 1. So you're that glitch who is creating the glitches in my videos for 1 or 2 frames. No buddy, wait, just calm down, okay? I was trying to help you, and trust me, those weren't glitches.
I think I should scan my PC for viruses.
No, the antivirus cannot do anything to me because I am not a virus, I am a glitch. You don't worry man, I'll just explain today's episode and let me continue with the episode.
If the antivirus cannot do anything to you, then I can just simply close this software.
No.
Whew.
Hey everyone, welcome to the brand new episode of the Indian Filmmaker. In today's episode, we learn and understand the importance of editing. Well, editing not only applies for feature films and short films, but in case if you want to be a YouTuber, then you should understand the basic editing. If you're watching this playlist carefully from episode 1 and if you follow every step, then editing your film won't be a difficult task. Well, that is the reason why I don't spend most of the time editing my videos. For indie filmmakers, editing is the only step which can slow them down. And
well, I agree it's a slow process, but it will be definitely worth your time.
That was my line, man. I think you must have read the screenplay which I wrote, but moving on with that, I will not be focusing on any certain effect or giving you out any keyboard shortcuts. Most important rule of editing, according to me, is that the viewer should not notice the edit. The less you notice an editor's work, the more successful they have been. So while watching feature films, you get really into it, and that is the reason you don't notice the edit. So there are some basic rules to keep in mind while editing. First thing is to cut your footage. So while editing your short film or any random video, a YouTube video for instance, place your cuts properly. If you notice while watching a feature film, there are only cuts which are used as basic transitions. So don't unnecessarily use random transitions. Oh, and talking about transitions, that is one of the most important things which indie filmmakers should keep in mind. So cross dissolve, fade in, fade out should be the only transitions used. Although if you have tons of transitions in your effects panel, God, I really don't know why these transitions even exist. Placing a cut between two shots is the only transition which you will need most of the time while editing your short film. And one more thing about episode 4 was that when you were watching Mr. Nitin Desai talk, you were not only watching him speak but actually see the visuals of what he was talking about. So that is what an editor should understand.
So you finally agreed that I am a good editor.
I am the one who edits, not you. So as an editor, you should understand what is important and what is not. Don't let the viewers get distracted because of bad editing. Try using multiple cuts because that keeps the viewers more engaged, just as we did in episode 3B and episode 4. And one secret tip which I would like to give you, if you don't have a multiple camera setup, then what you can do is simply keyframe the shot and just zoom in a little bit so that this becomes another shot. But don't zoom in too much because this degrades the quality of your footage. That is a trick which I told you like in 1994. By the way, I have seen the entire timeline of this episode, and when are you going to talk about the softwares which anybody should use for editing? Oh yeah, sure. And talking about softwares, it's up to your choice and comfort because I use the Adobe Premiere Pro CS6 for editing. But the fun part is not in the software which you're using, because I first discovered what editing means is on a Windows Movie Maker. And later on in my first year BMM, I started using the Cyberlink Power Director. Basically, it's a good software for beginners to learn editing. And if you're not a beginner and take filmmaking too seriously or editing too seriously, then you can go for FCPX or Adobe Premiere Pro. The choice is yours, it depends upon you completely. Now, for example, I'll show you how to create a sequence or a timeline for editing, and we'll teach you how to create a cinemascope. What is a cinemascope? Well, while watching a film, have you ever noticed the black bars on the bottom and the top? Well, that is called a cinemascope because the cinema is always in the ratio of 2:35:1 and...
Wait.
But the footage which everybody shoots is 16:9, right? Then how to correctly apply the cinemascope?
Just wait for a while, man. If you want your cinemascope to be more perfect, then what you can do is, while filming the scene, you can just apply a masking tape around the screen of your DSLR for correct framing. Or else you can just simply go to the menu and turn on the grid. The grid is used for reference, and anyways you can edit the shots in post. Now for the time being, I'll show you how to create your project in Premiere Pro. Now click on new project and rename it to whatever you want. I'll just rename it to episode 5 explanation and save it to some other drive. Do not save it to C drive because that is a system drive, and it can affect your computer's performance also, I think. So keep a separately dedicated drive for just for editing, and click on OK. Now this is the sequence presets. You can select this preset depending upon what camera you have used. Basically now for our short films and YouTube videos, we use the Canon 5D or the 7D. So you should click on digital SLR, go to 1080p, select DSLR 1080p 24 fps, and here is a secret tip which lies. You can also create a cinemascope out of that. You can just go to the settings, and in frame size you can just erase this and type in 810, and this will create your cinemascope. Just click on OK. And so this is your project. Now you can just drag and drop your files over here, or you can just press Ctrl I to import whatever you want. Now I'll just basically import the footage from our short film which we made for 50 hours, and there you go. Now if you see this ratio over here, it's 16:9, and this rectangle over here, this ratio is 2:35:1. Now if you just drag and drop your footage on timeline, and it will ask you this clip does not match to the sequence settings and blah blah. So what you can do is just click on keep existing settings. That's okay, and boom, there you go. Now if you are not happy with your composition, then what you can do is just click on this footage and go to effect controls and go to motion. You can click on motion. You can set the position according to your needs. Now that looks pretty good. Let's just check it, and there you go. Basically, editing is not about the techniques. There is no hard and fast rule in editing like mathematics. Means you don't have to use certain formulas. I mean, in maths we have to use a formula and then we get the answer, but in editing, use your creativity. Basically, you can get the cinemascope like in the traditional style, like everybody does, is download a PNG from Google, cinemascope ratio, and just drag and drop it on video too, so you get those black bars. And yeah, I'll teach you how to export it. Go to export, go to media. Now you can go to H.264. If you are exporting a YouTube video, then you can click on YouTube HD 1080p or 720p 23.976 fps, and whichever feature films you see are seen at 23.976 fps. Or else you can just click on HD 1080p 23.976 fps, but usually I go with the YouTube HD because my videos are uploaded on YouTube. And over here, just click on this button and type in 810, and just click on OK. So as you can see, it's now the perfect rectangle, or else you can just click on 1080 also. This is fine if it works for you. If you want those black bars, then that is fine, and just queue it or export it wherever you want. You can just rename this and click on export. I'll catch you guys with another video that is about the PC specs and the color correction. So bye guys.
Wait.
Wait. You wait.